Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Still with you here on LTV International and our continued coverage and our special edition. We're now delighted to be joined over the telephone by Dr. Ibrahim Mostafa, the economic expert. Dr. Ibrahim, a very good afternoon to you, sir.
Hi, Esther. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Ibrahim. Now,
my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now today, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi inaugurated a number of new housing projects in the 6th of October city in Giza via video conference, allocated for the alternative housing units for residents of unsafe areas. A very important project being implemented by the Egyptian leadership and government, and we've seen several stages of this project. How important is this project with regards to not just development, but also, human capacity in that regard?
You know that when Egypt started to rebuild the country again since 2014,
yes.
One of the targets was to fight slums in different areas around Egypt. These slums, were having, as you said, quite unsafe areas, and it created, bad living circumstances to the people who were living in these areas. And when the country started to fight slums and start to rebuild again these areas with decent buildings to provide decent sites to the people who are living in these areas, it was very important, to encourage these people to be involved in the process itself. To feel that, the economic growth and the sustainable development goals that are being applied very well on the ground, having them in decent houses and well furnished with all decent equipment that they can live in. This will encourage people to support their country. To feel the citizenship itself. And as well as to feel the efforts that have been performed by the country and under the President Sisi rule. The government actually have been working on this regard since 2016. Started to specify the areas that need to be rebuilt again, and we saw the achievements have been done in this area. In these areas, 90% of the achievements have been made in this regard. Many housing areas have been developed and provided to the people who are living in these areas. Yes. I think it's very important, and this has been, I have admired many international teams about the efforts that have been exerted in this regard.
Absolutely. Doctor, we saw the President speaking and urging all government bodies to cooperate and collaborate in order to reach another goal of creating new job opportunities in these new neighborhoods. How important is this, more comprehensive approach to the development of these housing units?
Doctors, as you see, these units have been rebuilt again in the same area, which means that they are very, very close to the where the factories, all working areas that around these areas. We saw many. In 6th October in Giza, we have many industrial tools in this area. This means that the job opportunities will be very close to these people to apply for, as well as the government has been working on supporting the industry and other sectors to grow up again, after what happened since 2011. The government now is working on supporting the industry and subsidizing, the exports and all this stuff to help the private sector and the exporters and the producers to regrow again, to create more jobs and to absorb, the unemployment inside the country. I see this step by providing decent housing units to the people. It will be a very good job and a very good step, to help other sectors to be around that. We have people around, they are living in good standards, and this will help them when they go to the factories to work in other working areas, feel satisfied about the life they are living.
Yes, absolutely.
I think it's very important to get these people engaged in the process itself, the sustainable development process, and this will help the country, to work more, on achieving, the final phases of these housing units, to reach the 100% very soon.
Absolutely. Doctor, also the President hailed these new projects which are being done by Egyptian hands and Egyptian funds. Yes, and he confirmed that these projects are being built in desert areas to avoid any building on farmlands, and he spoke about the necessity of raising public awareness about the issue and spoke about any violations on agricultural lands will be dealt with accordingly, as this is no longer going to be accepted to build on any agricultural lands.
Yeah, indeed.
How important was this message?
To help the country, to keep the agri land is very important. This will keep the production in producing the agricultural food very important to us, because when you have crises like what happened during the pandemic, Egypt succeeded to provide all products in different sectors, whether industrial and agricultural sector, to provide all products needed to the market, to the people. So we didn't feel that we have shortage in the products in different sectors, whether services and industrial products or agricultural products. I think it's very important to keep these lands in a good position to help us to keep this kind of position to ourselves as a country, and the government to keep its efforts appealing to all Egyptians all over the country.
Absolutely. One final question, Doctor. Lots of other housing units are being developed all around the country, not just in Cairo, but in different governorates all over.
We have in Asyut, we have in Mansoura, we have in Damietta, we have in Suez, we have that and other areas. Integrating these areas by rebuilding. The areas that were. We also witnessed that all these areas it's not a good image in the past. Even currently now you will see that they are in good shape, and these providing decent atmosphere around, even the housing units. You see the greenery areas, the playground, all these stuff are very important to let them feel that everything is going very well around. And to feel that, what the Egyptian government started to apply since, 5 years ago, now they are feeling the fruits of the growth, whether having good houses, good jobs, good life, and the government is working very hard to keep this momentum for the coming years as well.
Absolutely right. Dr. Ibrahim Mostafa, economic expert, I'd like to thank you very, very much, sir, for your time and your insight. And that's all the time we have for today's special edition. And that wraps up our coverage here on RTV International. You're in the company of myself, Angie Meher. Many thanks for watching.